Okay, so we're going to continue our journey here, multiplication equations. So remember, a couple things to keep in mind here. Remember, with multiplication equations, you'll never see the multiplication sign, right? Remember, we're in algebra. We don't use the x anymore for the multiplication sign. Remember, in here, 6c, right? That means 6 times c, right? So you could think of that as a 6 times c right there. All right, but we're not using x. Remember, x is a variable now. That's why algebra is confusing for some people. Anyway, a lot of you know this already. Just making sure we're reviewing here. So we got our 6c equals negative 24. So remember, the opposite of multiplication, or the inverse operation of multiplication, is division, right? And remember, we're going to try to show division with a fraction bar. So as you can see right here, that this right here is a fraction bar that means division, right? And since we're multiplying both sides by 6, right? Since when 6 is multiplying by c there, right? The opposite of multiplying, like we said, is division. So we need to divide both sides by 6, right? So here we are with our fraction bar right here, dividing both sides by 6. And the key part is here is 6 divided by 6 is 1. So really remember, there's a 1c in front of there that we don't have to write, right? 1c or c means the same thing, but really there's that 1 there. You always want to remember that, especially for everything we're doing, especially you're going to see in the next problem. All right, and then remember, the solution is right here. What is negative 24 divided by 6 is negative 4, right? And again, remember today I want to see your checks, right? So again, what is negative 4 right there? So I say 6 times whatever negative 4, so whatever c is, which is negative 4. So 6 times negative 4, and that does equal negative 24, because a positive times a negative is in fact a negative right there. All right, so again, we're trying to review our integer rules at the same time. If you're still a little unsure of integer rules, let me know. We can practice that. In fact, we're going to review that at some point as well. All right, so that is the highlights of a basic one-step equation, multiplication that we solve with division using a fraction bar, right? And remember that coefficient of c there is 1. So 1c is negative 4, which is the same thing as saying c equals negative 4. All right, so that's the basic idea for that one. And remember, we're looking to see your steps, right? Regardless of whether or not you can do this in your head, great, but we want to see your steps.